Hi everybody, it's Eileen from There's Crafty Idea, and I'm back again with our flower garden journal that we're making. And I've finished putting all the little bits of flowers in that I could find and that I wanted to place in. I didn't want to do too much because we are going to decorate this and we can go back through after it's decorated. So we're ready to put our signatures in. I've had a quick flick through and I've put everything where I think I want it, like as in height wise, and I think it's looking pretty good. So yeah, we're gonna just go with it. So first of all, let's get my little kit out, and I've got black thread. Now I'd rather not use the black, but unfortunately I'm still waiting on my threads coming, so I'm a little bit limited. I do have the dark brown, which I could try. I think there might be enough of that actually. We could try that and we'll give it a go, we'll see. Anyway, I'll just move that over there. So I've made a template, and basically all I've done is I've cut a piece of paper that is the same width as the spine, and then that's going to give me my dimensions, and I've drawn a grid of where I want my signatures to go so that I've got even room. Maybe there's a little bit more room in the middle, but that's fine. And the last thing I've got to do is just write on here top, so that I don't get it mixed up and end up putting everything the wrong way. So we've got that. Now I need a book, my book that I used to poke holes with, and I am going to put a couple of these clips on just to make sure this stays where it's supposed to be. That way I'm going to get the holes perfect without things moving. So I just want to make sure I've got it exactly where I want it. Yep. Okay, top and one on the bottom. There we go. Right, now that's sitting perfect. Great, now I can punch my holes through, and I'm just using the awl to do this. Give them a really good wiggle because I want to make sure that the needle goes through. Because it can be a bit difficult. There we go. Plus I've got some decorations on the spine of this book, so I want to make sure that I'll be able to find the holes because it's not always easy. Right, now that's cool. So they're all poked through. Can't see where they are, but that's fine. I know they're through. I can use the awl to find them. Now, put that aside. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this along this line. And there's a reason for this that you'll see in a moment. I'm just going to go along one line, and then I'm going to fold it back that way. Great. Now, first signature. I want to make sure everything's tapped right. Get to the middle. Right. Let's make sure we've got everything right, and let's get our clips on. No, that's not on. There we go. And I'm going to go kitty corners because it helps to keep everything square when you go kitty corners. I don't know why it does. I am not into geometry. There's probably an explanation. You probably know it, but I don't. So I'm going kitty corners anyway. And hopefully that'll keep everything nice and where it's supposed to be. And the last one. Okay, that's looking good. Yeah, that's looking cool. Now, there's our poker book. One of the reasons we need this at the top there is because when you put this into your signature, you're going to see that it's bigger than your actual signature. So you can see it's coming over the side a bit because your cover is going to be bigger than your signature. So what you want to do then is you need to your pencil, and you need to get everything where you think it should be. You can measure this if you want. I'm going to eyeball it, and I'm just going to put a mark at the top of that page and then a mark at the bottom of this one. You can mark all four if you want, but I find that that's enough for me. Now, where's the up one? So now I'm going to use these holes that I've already poked into the cover as a guide for the signature. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Now, making sure you've got your cover the right way up and your book the right way up, let's get some thread. Now here's where we're going to tell whether we've got enough. 1, 2, and I always do 3. Let's just see if I've got enough for the second one. 1, 2, and 3. Yes, we've got enough. Good. Right. Let's get our thread on. I think for me this is the most awkward part I find of making the my journals, just because I'm a little bit, my fingers are a little bit all over. Now my writing's the right way, my cover's the right way. It's always worth checking that, double checking and triple checking. Now I'm putting this is the first signature, so the first set of holes this side, I'm going into the middle. There we go. And I'm going to leave a tail. Now this is where I'm going to need the awl, and this is a little trick that I do when I can't find where my hole is. Stick it all through and you can see it's underneath there. Okay, so I'm going to follow that back through, hopefully. I can't see. I'm the wrong way around. There we go. Right, so we'll put that needle back through. There we go. Got it. And then through the signature. And if we've got everything lined up right, it should come out. Or it might just be awkward. See, this is why I'm not keen on doing this, because although everything's all lined up perfect, it's just going to be awkward. Some people can do these with no problems. Me, I always have a problem. I watch Gail doing them and she just pops them through, not an issue. Just give it a little bit more wiggle. There we go. Okay. Hey, there we are. Right. Make sure you've got a nice tail. Okay. And I'm going to try and avoid cross threading. Yep, that's fine. Right, now, again, I can't find the hole. This is what happens when you decorate your spine, which probably, you know, it would be a good idea if I decorated the spine afterwards, but we made this book cover as part of one of the challenges, so it was already made. There we go. That's it. Got it. Okay. Now, let's make sure everything's nice and tight. And we will pop this under there. And for this last bit, I'll take these off because I want to make sure that I can pull everything in as tight as possible. And sometimes when you've got your clips on, things are just slightly bunched up Everything's where it needs to be, but I just want to make sure everything lies as flat as possible. And give everything a really good pull, tug, and then put the first knot in. Now before I do a second knot, I always check my tension. That's great. And now my second knot. And I'm going to leave that long until I've decided what I want to do with it. Now we're just going to repeat the same process with our second signature. Right. Let's get this one sorted. And again, kiddie corners. And I'm going to have to do that one again because my papers have shifted. This process is not about speed, it's about getting everything right, and it, you know, the slightest shift can throw your signature off. So let's make sure that's all in. There we go. That's better. You know, there's an old carpentry saying, measure twice, cut once, and it's the same for these. Check twice, sew once, so you don't have to take your signature out of your book and do it all over again. There we go. Okay, that's good. That's good. Right, now remembering our signature's going this way, so we want the top at the top. And we're going to line our two marks up. Yep, they're perfect. And then we'll put our holes in. And this way, we know that our signature should be at the same height in the book. And we're not going to have one signature higher than the other. Because I've done that before. I've done that a few times. When I first started making junk journals, you know, I did that mistake a couple of times because I forgot. You forget, you do, and it's easy to forget to check that height. Right, where's our second piece of thread? Right, now it's a bit more difficult when you've got your first signature in, but it's basically the same process using the second set of holes. And leave a tail. What's good about it this time is I can estimate where that second hole is because I can kind of see where the first one is, if you know what I mean. They're usually about the same height. Well, they usually are the same height because that's what you've been careful to do. Now I've just got to get this. Again, I'm going to have to use me awl. Try again. There we are. Now bring that to the top. Give it a good tug. I just want to make sure I don't cross thread. Yeah, I think I'm okay. When you cross thread the thread, it means that you can't tighten things up the way you should be able to. Right, again, I'm going to come across from there. There we go. And then straight through. There we go. And then get everything tight. Take these off so I can pull it all in even tighter. It's such a lovely afternoon today. Right. just pull everything tight, pop them underneath there. Right, let's just see, get everything as tight as possible. Now a first knot, check our tension, good tension, and then the second knot. And again, I'm just going to leave it until I decide what I'm going to do with them. And there's our signatures sewn in. You can see, because we've used our little template, the signatures are both at the same height, and that looks glorious. And it's already becoming a crocodile. And I haven't even started to decorate it yet. Right, let's just pop these things away. And then we can have a look and see how this sits. It's lovely, isn't it? Oh my word, I'm in love already. Yeah, this is a big journal. It's got a lot of pages. I will count them for the flip through and tell you what we've got in. But yeah, you can see it's got tons of room for journaling and tons of places for you to put things and to stick things, and oh, it's glorious already, and we haven't even started to decorate it yet. Okay, I might just trim them just a little bit so they're all the same length. Okay, and I'm going to keep this template, because you never know when you're going to use another book that's the same height. So always keep your templates. It saves you having to create loads of different templates. Now, first thing that I thought I would do, I said I had this, and this is Rachel's at Roxy Creations, and I kind of wanted it to be the doorway to the book, but I don't want to cover up this lovely page or that page. So I was thinking I might pop it on there, kind of create like a little doorway, or do I just leave it? Do you know what? I'm going to wait. I'm going to leave it. I was all set there. Now, what I've done is I've pulled together a bunch of ephemera that I've made in the past. Now, some of these you'll have watched me make. This was one of the challenge ones. This one as well. This one I think I did a few weeks ago. This was one of my gateways. I haven't done these in a while. I might do another one of these. And then just bits and pieces that I've made as I've been going. And yeah, so I've got quite a few bits and pieces, and I thought I'm going to use up what I've got, because a lot of them are flower themed, and I thought I'm going to use up what I've got and see where we are with it. So I don't know if they'll all fit, because I mean these ones I think will be, see, now that's a bit too big. I mean, I could cut it off, but I might just make some up that are going to fit. Although saying that, I do have these ones, and they might actually fit. So let's find a page that I would put that on. No, that's the wrong way, isn't it? Let's see. Finding the right page to put them is difficult. Okay, that one's got that on. Do we have one that goes the other way? No. I mean, I could pop it on there. It's only just, and I don't want it to create a problem with the spine. So I need one of the deeper pages. So let's have a look and see. I wonder if no, that's not deep enough. No. Again, it's just not deep enough. No, I think I'll just make some. I'll make some. And then we've got an excuse to make more ephemera, which is always good. So these ones as well, I think these were one of the... So I think we'll start off with these. So I've got 2 of these, and these are just little side pockets, and we'll put one in each signature. So I want to try and keep everything nicely balanced. So I think maybe that might go nice on there, or it might even go nice there. No, I think that way. So if I put it right to the edge, do you know what? I can't make my mind up. I'm just in one of those moods where I'm not able to make my mind up. Do you ever get in those moods? I'm lost as to what to do. Maybe I could pop it there, and then it can be a pocket there and a pocket there. Yes, I like that. And then you've got this nice little flower there. Right, let's do that. Let's get some glue on it. And I'm going to use the tacky glue and just go around the 3 sides. And that way it's a double pocket. So let's just get this lined up. Okay, now I'm just going to hold it for a minute just while I'm waiting for that glue just to grip. It is quick glue and it usually works really well, but it's always worth just giving it that minute, especially when you're working with different pages, because you never know which pages are, you know, how they're going to react to the glue. Some of these are a bit shiny, some of them are a bit silky, so it's always worth giving it a little minute. See, now we've got that and that. Cute. Now, second one. No, I don't want to pop it there. Although it might go nice on there with the blue. Wrong way. Let's go to the back. Where was that blue? There we are. I like that. I think that'll look great. And then that's going to be a double pocket on a pocket page. Because remember, these are pocket pages. All I did was sew down the sides. I decided not to sew down there, so we could put that there. Okay. It's nice when you've got ephemera ready, but it's going to be nice creating our own ephemera as well, isn't it? Oh, I can't seem to stick on the line. There we go. Right. Try and get that as straight as possible, and again we're just going to give it a moment. This is printer paper because this is one of Rachel's this paper here is one of Rachel's digitals from Roxy Creations. And then we've got pocket, pocket, big pocket. You're going to have to make some nice big cards to go in there. Although saying that, I did find these. Now I can't remember when I made them, but these are double journaling cards. I wonder if they would go well in there, because they need a pocket that can take the thickness as well as the height. Oh yeah, they're going to be perfect in there. Great. Well, there you go. We've got one pocket filled and one to start. Right, next. Well, we've got, this is another one of those, so this can go in the first signature in that double pocket, double page pocket I mean. So let's pop this in. There we go. And then we've still got room to make 2 more pieces. So we've got 2 pockets here, so we'll do one in the front. That might be a bit too wide. Oh no, we might just get away with that, depending on where we pop it. It's going to be too big for that one, just slightly. Okay. I mean, I could trim it down, that one. I'd rather not, but I could if I have to. I think it'll look nice there, but it is going to have to be trimmed down, so I'm just going to do it by eye. I know I shouldn't. I should use my paper cutter. You're always telling me. There we go. Don't lose the page now, I've just decided. Okay, that's going to just fit, but that's fine. Yep, and then we can put a nice big tag in that one. We've been trying to come up with ideas for our birthday, because my husband and I, our birthdays are only 2 weeks apart, and we're both 50 this year. Big 50. I know, I've survived half a century. So yeah, we were originally, the original plan, which we've been planning for 5 years, was we were going to go abroad, and we were going to have a tour holiday. We were either going to do Europe, or we were going to do America. We were thinking about New England or Canada. But obviously the way things are, that's not going to happen. So now the second plan was we were going to hire a cottage in England, and then all the family was going to come. You know, the kids were going to come with us, and we were going to have a lovely holiday together, and it was going to be our birthday. But everywhere's booked. You can't book a holiday in England for love nor money at the minute, unless you're willing to pay extortionate prices. I think I could pop that one on there. Yeah, that'll look nice there. And I might do it as a top loader so that you can put something in behind it as well. So that's gone down the Swanee. So we've decided to have a really nice picnic and barbecue kind of exploration day. So there's these lovely waterfalls not far from where we live, and they're absolutely gorgeous, and there's pools for swimming underneath the waterfalls. So there's a nice grassed area. We're going to go and set up all of our stuff, and we're going to spend the day there, and we're going to swim in all the pools, because, you know, why not? And have some walks, and have a nice big barbecue, and chill, and, you know, just have a lovely day in the countryside. And so that's our plans now. It's changed quite a bit, but you know, you've just got to make use of what you've got, haven't you? We could probably, if we wanted to, we could spend a lot of money and hire a cottage somewhere, and we probably wouldn't enjoy it, you know. So we've postponed the holiday part of our birthday till next year. But yeah, I'm looking forward to my nice day, and the weather we've been having is great. So I'm hoping, because it's in a couple of weeks, I'm hoping that in a couple of weeks we're still having great weather. Because if we're not, and I've got to change the plans again, I think I might just stay in bed all day. I might spend my birthday in bed, because I think I'll have had enough by then. Right, let's have a look at you. Now you're a nice big thick pocket, and so are you, so we could like balance you up with each other. So do I want you in the front? Yes. Kind of like the way that matches those colours. We could have you there, and then we can still see that lovely flower peeking out. Yeah, I like that. And I think because this has got multiple pockets, I'll just glue it in flat. So let's get some glue. I like to run the glue down the stitching. It just helps to secure everything, and give it that extra little bit of help. Come on, glue, don't run out on me. You're going to run out on me, aren't you? Just make sure there's plenty of glue on. And then we'll pop you on here. It's nice to be using up some of the ephemera that I've been making on videos, because, you know, very often when you're making a journal, you want to make everything new for that journal. You know, you want to start the project from start to finish and have everything like fresh. But then you're left with all this gorgeous ephemera that you've made and finding nothing to do with it. So I've made a concerted effort now to use up as much ephemera as I can, because I've got a big box full of it. I need to get it used. And plus it's too beautiful to stay in a box all its life and not be loved in a nice journal. That's gorgeous. That's really gorgeous. I'm really pleased with that. Right, now we want this one in the second signature, so let's see. I'm going to lose that flower, but that's not a big problem. And that's got a multi-pocket, so again I might just glue that straight down. Okay, let's just do that. Right, let's see my other bottle, because you're running out. I always have a spare on the go. You've got to. There's nothing worse than running out of things, especially if you're recording. But when you're crafting and you're running out of things and you've constantly got to stop what you're doing to go and get more glue, or to go and fill up a pot, it just breaks the flow of creativity. So yeah, we've been playing that game of what do you want for your birthday? Do you know when you're going through your day and you go shopping, or you see something and you're like, oh, I really want that, and then you've got it in your mind, and then someone says to you, what do you want for your birthday, and you can never remember a thing. That's me. I have no idea. I'm banned from getting any more craft stuff. Apparently I've got too much craft stuff, which I don't agree with, but I don't want to buy craft stuff anymore. And I'm at a loss. What do I want? I want a nice teapot. That's what I want. I want a lovely teapot. I've seen those lovely glass ones with the infuser built in. Oh, they're beautiful. So I think I'm going to ask for that. I know it's a sad thing, but you know, I love me tea and whatever. So yeah. I've told them about that. There's a lovely beautiful china mug that I've seen, and it's got a little infuser that you put in, and then you put your ingredients in, make it in, then you pull the infuser out and you've got your nice cup of tea. So I've asked for that as well. But I can, you know, I do, you see things when you're out and about and doing things, and then you just, it's a case of never being able to find things again. Right, we've got this vellum pocket, which just needs a little divot cutting in. Let's find my little cutter. It's the only problem with vellum, it doesn't like to be cut. There's my little scissors. Just snip that off. There we are. So I've got that one, and I've got this one, which I want a little flower on. Well, not a little flower, I want a flower on. Is that too big? We'd have to cut the sides off, but I think it's getting lost in that paper. Let's see, what else do we have? Again, we'd have to cut some of it off. It's too big. Let's get my flower folio. Where are you? There you are. And let's find a nice flower to pop on. And maybe a label as well. Again, I just don't think the colours are right. It's got a bit of bling on it. Yeah, I like that. Sorry, you can't see. I'm just thinking, this flower here, yeah, I like it. Let's do that. Do I want a little label on? I think I want a little label. Just something small. Just a little Tracy Fox. Yeah, I like that. Right, let's do that. Okay, let's get some glue on. And I know, shockingly, I'm not distressing it. You are on the right channel, don't try and switch over. I'm kind of getting used to less and less of the distressing, though I do still like it. It is still my default. I do still enjoy it. But yeah, we can, you know, I can work without it now. Right, I'm going to just lay that partially over the flower. Oh, that's beautiful. Perfect. Okay. Now the vellum, I could decorate that, but I kind of like the vellum. It's his own decoration. It doesn't need decorating. So let's see. We'll put you two in. Now let's see how we're going. Got you there. And there's not a great deal of stuff in the front. So how about we'll pop you on there, because then the plain is going to bring out the beautiful decoration of the vellum. So we'll do that. And again, I'm just popping this on as a pocket. I'm not going to have it be a tuck or anything. The good thing about these pockets, the way I made them, is they can be floating pockets, because they're so pretty that, you know, if you don't want to glue them down, you can have them floating, and they're pretty anyway. So we'll pop that there. Because this is vellum, I'll give it a little bit longer just to stick down, because, you know, vellum can be a little bit tricky. It's not always easy to work with. Oh, listen to that. Oh, it's just so nice. We can have a nice big tag in that one. Actually, we've got this lady, and I think she would fit perfect. This is one of the faux cabinet cards I made way back in the day. So let's get you popped in there, and then you can see the lady through. Oh, lovely. Perfect. Right, now second signature we want. Let's go to the front and see what we've got here. I don't want to lose that flower, and that's a good writing place. So we could pop it there. Yeah, I think that'll work nice there. And again, we're just going to pop it down. This is another one that could have been a floating pocket. Do I want it as a tip-in? Because I could still do it as a tip-in. You know, why don't we do it as a tip-in? We'll use some washi tape. So let's find some washi tape. That's got roses on it. That's quite nice. Okay. We'll do a washi tape tip-in. So let's just measure our tape. That'll do. And let's just get some glue on it. Always sirens. It's something I didn't miss in lockdown. You know, there didn't seem to be many sirens about during lockdown. Now they're back with a vengeance. Right, and we will put the washi tape on here. Try not to fold it too far over that, but I will just chop that bit off there so that I can tuck that into there, and then it's not going to obstruct the pocket. And we'll pop this right to the edge. Now the thing we want to do with this is to make sure that it is really well secured. And then we're going to put some on this side, because you can still write on there. That's still a nice writing space, so it'll still look good. I'm getting all sticky now. Oh, my sister sent me a message the other day, Mandy. Hi Mandy. And she'd made this gorgeous journal. I'm so jealous. Oh my word, she's you know, for only picking it up this year and just starting out, she's doing so well. She's got some great ideas. And I said to her, I'm going to steal some of your ideas. But yeah, oh, she's just amazing. She's starting a steampunk one, and I was like, oh, I so want to do a steampunk one, but I've got too many projects going at the minute. There we go, perfect. I could try and snip that tiny bit off the bottom there, but it probably won't work, so I'm just going to fold it over. Same with that tiny bit at the top. There's a tiny little bit that you won't even notice. We'll just fold that over. Where's my bone folder? There we are. There we go, and we've got ourselves a little tipping pocket. And you've still got all of your journaling space here, journaling space there, and we can have a nice little... I've got some bits and pieces to pop into things, but do I have anything to hand? I don't think so. No. I mean, that might be nice in there. Yeah, I like that. And then, do we have a smaller one that goes with it? Yes, we do. Perfect. That one's done. Finished. Brilliant. Right. Let's see what else we've got. I've got this, and this was a piece that I made, I can't remember when, and it was just, I had to cut down some coffee dyed paper, but I didn't want to not use it for something, so I folded it in three, made a pocket out of this part, and this is a flip, so it's going to stick on like that. So we could find somewhere for that. And this is a great one, popping these type of pockets in, it's a great one for putting in places where you maybe want to cover something up. So I've got an idea where I want to cover up, and if I can find it, I've got to look through. I think it might be in the second signature. Let's have a look. There it is. This I'm not that bothered about. Yes, it's information about grass and all that sort of stuff, and I kind of like these numbers on this side, but I think I don't mind using this to cover some of this up, because I just, yeah. So it will sit on the page and then it'll fold up and like that, and you've got all that nice journaling space. So let's get this one on. Now I do want this to be a side tuck, so I will only put the glue around 3 sides, and that way we've got an extra pocket. This is a great thing to do with your scrapbook papers, because they're quite hardy for this. Maybe we'll make some more. As I'm going through all this ephemera that I've been picking out to pop into this book, I'm finding all these things that I've probably done that long ago, and you know, even I'm forgetting how to do some of them. I think I'll do like some refresher ones, some refresher videos of the of some of our ephemera ideas, because yeah, if you're new to the channel, or if you haven't been with the channel for very long, then you know it can be a bit daunting going through past videos looking for things. So maybe I might do a refresher course on some of the ephemera. I'm liking that. That's really pretty. And then we've got a nice writing space, and then we've got a nice pocket. Do we have anything to put in that pocket? We've got a nice little notebook. And again, this is a notebook, and it's made with cut off pieces of coffee dyed paper. Lovely. Okay, right, well, we're getting quite a bit done. The only things I've got left are these, and I don't think I want to actually glue them in. I think I want to use these in maybe one of these tucks, and I think what I will do is I will make this into a tuck. So let's glue this page down. This is a good thing when you're making a smaller than standard size journal, because the extra paper that you know that you have on your pages, because they're a certain size, you get to make these lovely little tucks, and then you can put things like this in. I'm going to leave it out until that's glued properly, but I know that that's where that's going to go. And now maybe I can do one on the back page as well. And then the good thing about this is when you open it up, you can tuck some little bits of ephemera and maybe some bits of paper for writing on in there, and then there you go. Lovely. Okay. We've already got an alligator. And the last thing was this, which I really like, and considering I put that other thing in the front, let's put this in the second one. Now I'd lose that, and I don't want to lose that. No, I don't like those blues together. I've got something. Oh, I like that there, because the peach matches with this peach. In fact, I think it's the same flower. Yeah, and then we've got a nice little gatefold. Okay, let's get this one in. Do I want this to be a pocket? Do I want it to be a pocket? Yes, why not? So I'm just going to glue around the 3 sides. I'm not going to glue the shoulders, because I want them to be able to, I want the width to be able to put a nice tag in. If I glue these shoulders, then I've only got this little bit of width there. So let's pop that in. Maybe pull you over just a little bit. Line you up. And then we're just going to keep a hold of this. Again, this paper's a little bit, it's a bit more satiny than printer paper, so it might just need an extra couple of seconds just for the tacky glue to get a hold of. There we go, yeah, and then we've got our nice little gatefold. Lovely. Right, what was the other thing? I had this. I'm going to use that to pop into something. And what was the other thing I had that I wanted to use? I want somewhere to pop that. Now, once we've got that popped in there, I wonder if I think it's going to be too tall. Is it? Oh, just say fits. Does it? Yep, perfect. So I think that is just going to sit in there. And I think I might pop some paper in it. And I'm going to leave it so that it's just peeking out so you can just see it. Lovely. Right, what else did we have? I've got so many bits and pieces I just wanted to use up because they're so beautiful and it's just such a waste not to use them. Got tags galore, but I'm going to have to go through all of them. So let's see what we've got here. I do like that one. That one's a lovely pocket. It needs decorating now, so let's find some way of decorating this. Flowers, because after all it's all about the flowers. And oh, look at that, isn't that gorgeous? Wouldn't that look lovely on the side of one of the pages? Keep you out. And pop you back in because you're falling out. Too big. Oh, you know what? These would make lovely little tucks. Now these were off the cover of one of the books that I took apart, and the card. But I thought I can't not use those. Oh, they're going to be little tucks. Lovely. See, you've just got to look through your ephemera sometimes and you find all sorts. How about you? And a nice long label. Slightly too small, I think. Right. Let's see, what else do we have? Purple? No, I don't think purple will work. I don't know about yellow. Would yellow work? Or too long? Again, too long. I mean, I could cut it off. Cut it off at the bottom, but no. Nope, wrong colours. Let's try a different colour. Pinks, I think pinks is where it is. Kind of like that. It's a little bit too light, I think. No, I'm not having much luck with this one, am I? Okay, let's try something else. I don't think they're going to work. Don't think they're going to work. How about trying some of these instead? What are you? Don't know which way to orient you. No, that's no good. We could use that. Actually, it's not bad. And it's the same colour as the other one, so it'll have a little bit of consistency to it. Or, no, I think that one. That one's the one. Okay, let's just put you back. Right. And a label, because I want it to have a nice label. Do we want another one of these? Yeah, I like that. Okay, we'll go with that. Right, let's get some glue on you. It's so nice when you get to decorate these journals, but sometimes it can be a hard decision. Sometimes it just flows, and sometimes it just needs that little extra planning and that little extra time to find the right thing to go in the right place. Doesn't always jump out at you. I like that. That's really pretty. And then we've got those two little tucks. Right, I'm going to do this pocket and put those two little tucks in, and then I think I'm going to call it a day, because I think this is already quite a long one. So let's see, where are we? What do we have on you? We have nothing on you yet, so why don't we pop that one there, and then the yellows in this is going to kind of mirror that. Yes, I think that'll do. And I think I'm just going to pop you down on the page, because I don't need you to be a tuck. Make sure I get plenty of glue on the back there. There we are. Try and get you lined up. There we go. And then you can also see the flowers just peeking over the page there, so that's going to look lovely. So yeah, we're going to have to make lots of tags for these now. I've got lots of pockets and we need lots of tags to go in them now. But that's fun. That can be our next video. Right, I want these. I want one in the front and one in the back. So let's start with you. And we'll go towards the back. There's not a great deal of stuff in there. I like that because then you just become a nice little tuck. So I'm going to go from this leaf to this leaf. There we are. Make sure I've got it oriented right, and then just pop it on like that. Oh, there we go. I'll just hold it down a minute, and then I'm not losing this lovely writing, but we've still got a nice little tuck there. I'm so pleased I've found some way to use these, because you know, it would be a pity not to. 70s artwork is so, I love it so much. You know, it's just amazing. It's a pity to not use it. How about there? That's a bit of a boring page, isn't it? Let's get you oriented right. I'm going to go from this one to that petal. There's the wood pigeons. I love the sound of them. My husband doesn't like the sound of them. He says, as bird calls go, it's the worst I've ever heard. I don't think so.